Let's go!
Hey everybody, Coach Scott here, and today I want to talk to you about the difference between motivation and inspiration. There is a major difference between being motivated by something and inspired by something. Webster's Dictionary defines inspiration as a divine influence or an action of a person believed to qualify himself or her to receive and communicate sacred revelation. Boy, I like that right there. It also says it's the action or power of moving the intellect or emotions. That's right, moving your emotions to action. And then the third thing it says is the act of influence or suggestion opinions. So that is inspiration, something that comes from the inside. Doesn't matter what's happening or how your emotions have been in the past. It could be a commitment that you made to your parents or your grandparents or to a spouse. It could be you're in a game and you're down by 20 points and there's no way to come back, but something inside you says, still give it your best, give it all you got. Could be a bad medical report or financial situation. You goes, I don't care what's happening around me. I'm going to charge the hill. I'm going to fight to the very end. I don't care what the outcome might look like. I'm going to try to change my story. That's inspiration. But today I want to talk to you about motivation. Motivation comes from the outside in, and inspiration comes from the inside out. So I want to talk today about how to stay motivated when you're trying to do something in your life, particularly as it relates to your transformation and your health, and could be your weight loss or could be something to deal with your health issue that you may be experiencing. So I want to talk to you about life transformation, what it really means to transform your life, because that's really what we're all about in this journey that we call life, and that is transforming us to the highest and best version of ourselves. You can see, transformation is a process. And that process can take a long time. It can take many months. Sometimes it can even take years. And I've been under a transformation process now for over 7 years. And I'm still working on it. And I heard it said this way: your health is always a road under construction. It's always under construction. Whether you think you're at where you need to be or whether you're striving for better results and more higher goals, then you know what? You're still under construction. And while your motivation might seem really high when you start a new project or start a new goal or start a new year, it typically doesn't stay that way forever. And for a lot of people that I've worked with in the past and even in the present right now, a lot of our clients, they start motivated and they start high, and then all of a sudden as time goes by, that motivation starts to dip a little bit. But fortunately, there are some ways that you can really keep your motivation up, and you can combat this even in your mind. So I want to tell you some tips today to stay motivated that I've used over the years to help me reach my own personal goals. And I hope this advice will help you to apply some of these tips to your own life and to your own transformation. The first thing that I did years ago when I was trying to get healthy is I took pictures of my experience. All along the way, you'll see, even in my offices, I have pictures of my transformation. And even before I stepped foot in the first gym, and by the way, I hated to go to the gym, and so I didn't go to the gym in my early stages because I was too embarrassed of my body to maneuver through those healthy looking thin people that always seemed like they were in shape. But before I ever stepped foot first time in a gym, I got comfortable stepping in front of a camera. This is very important. And sometimes people, they grimace at the thought of getting into a swimsuit or a bikini or taking their shirt off in public at the beach or at a swimming pool. And again, that's day one of their transformation. But I believe that these are the most important pictures that you'll ever take. It's your starting point. Your starting point pictures will serve you as a constant source of motivation. And I still keep mine in my office. And I look at it every single day. In fact, they're on our website. They're on all of our social media assets. You can go back and look at my transformation journey, and it serves as great motivation for me to look back to see how far I've actually come. And if you hit a day when the scale doesn't budge or your energy is low, just look back at those initial photos. And even if you can't see progress from moment to moment, your photos will remind you that you are moving forward and you are making progress. And number two, you've got to use the power of goal setting. This is critically important to have long-term goals like losing all your fat and getting to your goal weight, but it's equally important to set small goals along the way. If you're constantly driving towards a large goal without milestones to hit on a more short-term basis, you may lose your fire and stall out. You always have to have small wins throughout your journey. And you got to break them down into bite-sized, manageable pieces. And what you'll find is your overall transformation is far less complicated and daunting as you might think. And by the way, if you'll break these down into small bite-sized pieces, you'll find victories along the way. And number 3, you must throw away the all or nothing mentality. That's right. You got to get rid of the all or nothing mentality. Black or white, perfection or fail, all or nothing. These themes both have one thing in common. They are thought patterns that set you up for failure, really, number 1. But they're also going to provide trouble spots for you along the way. When I designed LT360, I purposely put the restart button in the mix. Everybody needs a restart and a reset once in a while. So you got to abandon this all or nothing mentality. Instead, it's far more effective to adopt a balanced, sustainable approach to your transformation. So instead of thinking you only have to eat one type of certain food, or pills, powders, potions, and lotions, or you can only have chicken and broccoli, and any deviation of that nutritional profile is going to be a failure to you. Remember that you're making lifestyle changes, sustainable, healthy habits that you'll carry on with you for the rest of your life. So a healthy transformation is all about finding your balance. And when you're making life changes, remember that sustainability, consistency, and longevity is always the key. And then finally, you need to write it down. I try to write about 500 words a day. That's been kind of my goal for the last few years, is to just journal about 500 words a day. And I'm doing it today now for different reasons. But again, along with taking your pictures and making sure you're keeping tabs on your progress during your transformation, writing in your journal is a wise decision, because in the journal you can track what you're eating, you can track how much you weigh, you can track your cardio, you can track all your ratios, your body fat, your hydration, your lean muscle, and you can track how much fat you've lost. So for many people, seeing these numbers on paper is the best form of motivation. So tracking will also keep you accountable, and accountability is more than half the battle when it comes to seeing results. So what's most important is finding that balance that you look forward to and enjoying, so that it doesn't become a burden to you every day. And again, that way that sticking with your transformation and sticking with your goals won't seem like work, and you'll just be doing what you love and makes you look great and feel great. So I hope this helps you stay motivated. Hope it helps you stay inspired in some ways. But keep your foot on the gas. You're your best you. You are your only masterpiece. And if you'll do that, I believe and declare you will be all that you were created to be. So God bless you guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.